Part 8. The Castle of Dreams stood amid snow-crowned pines. When Eimund and Rotrot reached its gate, the gate opened of its own accord. Waiting beyond it was a young girl clad in sealskin. She was beautiful, with wide and watchful eyes. The girl looked upon Rotrot and quietly inclined her head. "So he is your guest?" Rotrot answered. "Indeed, Shatta. He is no thief. Receive him with the courtesy he deserves." The girl, called Shatta, took Eimund gently by the hand. Dag, too, followed her without protest. Soon she led them to a grassy space before the castle, and offered Eimund a steaming bowl of broth. It was rich with mutton and marrow. Eimund drank every drop. Then a man appeared. He wore garments fashioned from fish skin. Leveling a spear at Eimund, he cried, "If you wish to go farther, you must first defeat me." At once, Eimund raised his shield. The man lunged. The spear flashed forward. Its point passed close enough to whisper by Eimund's ear. With the smallest movement, he avoided the strike, stepped inside the man's guard, and placed the tip of his sword beneath his chin. The man burst into laughter. Magnificent. Realizing there was no true hostility, Eimund lowered his blade. "So I may pass?" The man handed him a key. Indeed. Take this. Leave your horse here. And take these as well." He offered him leggings and overshoes made from fish skin. Eimund put them on as instructed. At once, warmth began returning to his nearly frozen feet. He looked down in amazement. "Remarkable. I have never seen their like." The man nodded. "Only one man may enter that castle. Your companion must remain outside." When Eimund asked what awaited within, the man answered, "Frozen floors, frozen walls, and cold fire. Fear none of it. Compared with what lies beyond, they are trifles. Only try not to die. And do not attempt to flee by the front door. Should you seek to leave empty-handed, the door itself will strike you down. Yet if fortune favors you, the wise queen may extend her hand. Provided, of course, that you do not forget courtesy." Having heard all there was to hear, Eimund glanced toward Rotrot. As always, her face remained hidden behind her veil. Since the day they met, she had never fully removed it. Winter would only grow harsher from here. Fur, perhaps. Or at least velvet. Something warm enough to shield her from the cold. Thinking such thoughts, Eimund entered the castle. The interior was dim. Dust coated the windows, allowing little daylight to enter. The door closed behind him. At once, the hall sank into darkness like night. The floor was frozen. The walls were damp. Water seeped from every side. Yet thanks to the fish skin coverings, his feet remained warm. Onward he went. Up the great spiral staircase. Higher and higher. Until he reached the uppermost chamber. And there, he saw it. Green fire. It flickered and swayed. A curtain of living flame stretching before his eyes. Beyond the fire stood a broken bed. Wooden fragments lay scattered. The blankets were torn apart. Stuffing spilled from within. And yet, there seemed far too little of it. As though something had been watching. Eimund approached a window and wiped away the grime with his sleeve. What he saw below stole his breath. Houses and graves. Within rough wooden homes, thin and weary people huddled together around tiny fires. The window showed them as clearly as though he were peering into a neighboring room. Eimund murmured, They will never survive the winter. Yet what can I do? Even if I leave this place. There is no land untouched by hardship. Not even King Erhard could halt the plague. Then he stepped toward the broken bed. And the floor gave way. Without warning. The castle groaned. Before he could react, he plunged through the structure. All the way to the lowest level. Instinct saved him. He rolled as he landed. Then, death rained from above. Sharpened beams. Splintered timber. Collapsed pillars. A hidden armory burst open. Javelins. Arrows. Stones. A storm of weapons descended upon him. Eimund raised his shield. And slowly retreated beneath the barrage. Then, his heel touched a door. Instantly, a gigantic sword thrust through it. So this was what the Guardian had meant. Eimund grimly muttered. This is no accident. The bed itself had been part of the trial. No thief could hope to steal treasure here. Throwing himself aside, he rolled behind a stone slab near the staircase. At last, the rain of death ceased. Spears and arrows covered the walls. Dust drifted through the air. Then the entire castle shook. The ceiling collapsed. Above him, he could see snow clouds gathering in the sky. White breath escaped his lips. He rested a hand upon the stone slab that had saved him. Something had been carved into it. Letters. Writing. Strangely familiar. Then, a vast shadow appeared. A bear. A monstrous bear. Well over 3 meters tall. It rose upon its hind legs. Bared its fangs. And struck downward with claws sharp as axes. Eimund seized a spear. And hurled it toward the beast's leg. The bear did not fear. It avoided the spear. And crushed the shaft beneath its paw. A dreadful tale crossed Eimund's mind. Those taken by bears were often eaten alive. Beginning with the belly. A fate worse than death. But escape was impossible. Even had the door stood open. No man could outrun such a creature. And this beast was mad with fury. Its winter sleep disturbed. Eimund struck when an opening appeared. His sword bit into the bear's foreleg. He tore the blade free. And cut again across its shoulder. Blood burst forth. At the same moment, cold sweat ran down his back. Without Shada's broth, the freezing air would already have stolen his strength. Then, he heard a metallic sound. A clear silver chime. Impossible amid such violence. Looking closer, he saw a ring of keys hanging from the creature's body. Eimund drew a sharp breath. So that is what holds Lady Rotrot's people captive. The bear roared. Mad with pain. It charged. Even wounded. Even crippled. It did not stop. Fangs bared. Jaws wide. Rushing toward him. Had he dodged, he might have gained a few moments. Nothing more. Only a delay of death. Eimund cast aside his shield. Gripped his sword with both hands. Then slid forward across the frozen floor. Upward. Straight toward the bear's heart. A crushing impact. Before the beast's weight could bury him, he twisted free. But in its final moment, the bear struck. One enormous paw crashed into his back. Agony exploded through spine and ribs. Eimund fell to one knee. Cold snow touched his lips. His consciousness drifted. And then, he saw her. A crimson cloak. A white horse. An old woman. Walking across the snow. Around her, the snow was stained red with the bear's blood. She came to Eimund. And knelt before him.